I want to share some intentions for this year on the backdrop of October 7th and this tough year for our nation when it comes to blowing of the shofar. So here are three common ones every year I try to keep in mind. The first one is the Rambam's, that when you blow the shofar on Rosh Hashanah, it's supposed to wake you up to do tshuva. It's a classic one. Another one is that you blow the shofar when a king or a dignitary enters the room. So we are incarnating God as our king, so we're blowing the shofar to announce that. And a third one is that we are calling out to God from our inner soul, like a really deep voice. We're trying to keep that in mind as we blow the shofar, like to call out to Hashem from a very deep and natural and like primitive place. So those are three that are helpful every year. Here are three more for this year. So when Am Yisrael used to go out to war, they used to blow the shofar. It was announcing we're going out to war, we're about to go fight our enemies. So we can use Rosh Hashanah davening, really as a way to battle our enemies, to push back against the forces of evil through our prayers, through our davening, through our intentionality. So you can keep that in mind about the shofar. Like we're at war right now. We are literally at war. So what can we do? On Rosh Hashanah, we can pray from our hearts that Hashem helps us. Another intention, it says, we say it every day, multiple times a day, T'kabah shofar gadol l'charatenu. May God blow the great shofar for our salvation. That'll happen in the end of days. God will ingather the exiles. The prophet Yeshayahu says, it shall be on that day that a great shofar will be blown, and those who are lost in the land of Ashur and those cast away in the land of Mitzrayim will come together, and they will prostrate themselves to Hashem on the holy mountain in Jerusalem. So that is the time of our salvation, of our redemption. So we can think about all the things we want for our nation in terms of our redemption, in terms of our salvation during this time. You can pray for that. It's not just us using davening to help ourselves. Rather, pray to Hashem. Hashem, help us. Look, we're struggling. We're suffering. Think about that. We blow the shofar. A final one is that the shofar is blown in important moments. The shofar is connected to the Akedah, the binding of Isaac with the ram's horn. It's connected to Har Sinai. It was blown. It's also in the future days. Shofar accompanies big moments. So maybe we can pray also for a big moment for Am Yisrael, a big victory. We can think about that when we blow the shofar. The shofar will bring us a big victory, God willing, against our enemies and help us see good things. So those are some intentions to keep in mind this Rosh Hashanah.